We all have that nighttime habit that seems harmless, right? But did you know that some actions you engage in before bed might be quietly harming your heart? Recent research reveals that small nighttime habits, such as eating late at night or being exposed to bright light, significantly increase the risk of heart problems. Here, I will reveal not only what these dangerous habits are, but also show you how to make simple changes that can protect your heart and ensure healthier, more peaceful nights. Nighttime inactivity and sedentary behavior have become true silent villains of modern cardiovascular health. When the sun sets and we finish our daily routines, many of us simply settle down on the couch or in bed, diving into endless series or scrolling through social media for hours on end. What seems like a moment of rest might actually be contributing to a growing risk of heart disease. Recent scientific studies demonstrate that spending long periods without movement, especially after work hours, significantly increases the chances of developing cardiovascular problems. The human body was designed to move, and when we remain inert, our circulatory system suffers serious consequences. A lack of physical activity reduces the heart's ability to pump blood efficiently, raises cholesterol levels, and contributes to the accumulation of visceral fat. This doesn't mean you have to do intense workouts after work. Small movements can make all the difference. How about turning your evening into a moment of self-care? A light walk after dinner, a few minutes of relaxing yoga, or even dancing to an upbeat song can be powerful strategies for keeping your heart healthy. Experts recommend at least 30 minutes of moderate physical activity each day. If your routine is busy, break that time into smaller intervals. 3 10-minute walks or a short stretching session can yield significant benefits. The secret is to keep the body moving and to avoid long periods of sitting. Another important tip is to create active breaks during sedentary moments. During commercial breaks, or while watching something, do some simple movements. Stretch, do light push-ups, or walk around the house. These micro-actions may seem small, but they have a tremendous impact on cardiovascular health. Technology can be a great ally in this process. There are apps that remind you to move, smartwatches that monitor physical activity, and even short exercise videos that can be done at home. Use these tools to your advantage and turn your evening into a moment of well-being and movement. Remember, every step counts. Your heart thanks you when you get it moving, even if only for a few minutes. Health doesn't have to be complicated. It needs to be consistent and conscious. Nighttime eating has become a minefield for contemporary cardiovascular health. When the clock strikes late at night, many people succumb to the temptation of consuming highly processed foods rich in saturated fats, refined sugars, and excessive sodium. This dietary behavior is not just a momentary whim, but a silent sentence for the heart. Scientific research shows that nighttime snacking directly impacts metabolism, raising cholesterol levels and contributing to the development of obesity and hypertension. Our bodies during the night operate with a slower metabolism, making it difficult to digest and properly process foods consumed late. Replacing traditional processed snacks with smarter options can represent a true revolution in cardiovascular health. Alternatives like natural yogurt with berries, a slice of white cheese with dried fruit, or a small portion of nuts can satisfy hunger without overloading the digestive system. The nutritional quality of nighttime foods directly influences sleep quality and heart health. Heavy foods provoke a laborious digestion process, increasing heart rate and impairing proper rest. Experts recommend having the last meal at least 2 hours before bedtime, allowing the body to metabolize nutrients efficiently. Hydration also plays a fundamental role in this context. Consuming light liquids like herbal teas, water with lemon slices, or coconut water can assist in digestion and promote a feeling of fullness without overloading the body. Preparing quick and nutritious meals can be a smart strategy for those seeking healthy eating at night. Green smoothies, protein salads, scrambled eggs with vegetables, or whole grain toast with avocado spread represent practical and nutritious options that can substitute traditional processed snacks. Understanding that nighttime eating doesn't have to be a transgressive moment, but rather a moment of self-care, represents the first step toward transforming harmful habits. Every conscious food choice means a direct investment in heart health, sleep quality, and overall well-being. Your body appreciates it when you nourish it wisely, especially in the moments leading up to rest. Health doesn't rely on drastic changes, but on simple and consistent choices made daily. Nighttime stress has become a true silent predator of modern cardiovascular health. Imagine your heart as a navigator, trying to cross a daily emotional storm where each wave of worry, anxiety, and tension raises blood pressure almost imperceptibly. When the world around us quiets, our thoughts turn up the volume. The mind begins to process all the demands, pressures, and challenges of the day, firing alert signals to the nervous system. This state of nighttime hypervigilance causes a constant discharge of cortisol, the stress hormone, which directly hammers on the heart's walls. Scientists prove that individuals with high levels of chronic stress are more likely to develop cardiovascular diseases. The heart literally suffers with every emotional impact when we cannot establish moments of true disconnection. Deep breathing emerges as a powerful tool in this battle against stress. Simple diaphragmatic breathing techniques can drastically reduce the production of toxic hormones in just a few minutes. Imagine breathing slowly, counting to 4 on the inhale and 6 on the exhale, creating a true zone of protection for your cardiovascular system. Guided meditation is another extraordinary resource. There are free apps that offer short relaxation sessions, perfect for those who have never been able to meditate. 5 minutes before bed can completely transform your emotional and physiological architecture. Gratitude journals also serve as real antidotes to stress. Recording 3 positive events from the day reconfigures brain circuits, directing the mind toward lighter and more constructive perspectives. Your heart appreciates every positive thought. Creating an environment conducive to relaxation means transforming your intimate space into a sanctuary of tranquility. Aromatherapy with lavender, gentle nature sounds, and cozy lighting can trigger physiological peace triggers, significantly reducing stress markers. The key is not to eliminate stress completely, but to develop smart management strategies. Your heart deserves moments of peace. Every conscious breath, every gentle thought, every relaxation choice represents a direct investment in your longevity and well-being. Nighttime alcohol consumption has become such a normalized habit that many people don't even realize the silent risks for the heart. That glass of wine after dinner or the drink to unwind may seem harmless, but it is actually triggering a red alert for cardiovascular health. Scientists warn that alcohol is not just a liquid that causes momentary relaxation. It acts directly on the cardiovascular system, increasing heart rate and causing arrhythmias that may not always be perceptible. Each sip represents a burden for the heart, especially during the nighttime when the body should be preparing for rest. Research reveals that regular alcohol consumption before bedtime significantly elevates the risks of hypertension, impairs sleep quality, and compromises heart function. The heart works under constant stress, pumping blood irregularly and overloaded. Experts recommend safe limits of consumption. For men, a maximum of 2 drinks per day, and for women, 1 drink. But ideally, it's best to minimize or completely eliminate consumption. There are amazing and tasty alternatives that can replace alcoholic drinks without losing the pleasure of the moment. Non-alcoholic drinks have gained prominence in recent years. Cocktails made with natural fruits, handcrafted iced teas, and flavored waters can provide similar sensory experiences without cardiovascular risks. Each conscious choice represents a direct investment in heart health. The strategy is not to completely eliminate pleasure, but to reframe relaxation moments. A chamomile tea, coconut water with mint, or a berry smoothie can bring sensations similar to alcohol, without the negative impacts. Understanding that self-care does not mean deprivation, but instead intelligent choice, is crucial. Your heart appreciates every decision that prioritizes your well-being. Leisure moments can be equally enjoyable and much healthier when free of the toxic effects of alcohol. True happiness does not lie in a glass, but in the awareness of taking care of yourself. Every night without alcohol represents a silent victory for your cardiovascular system. Caffeine, that inseparable companion for many during the day, can become a true villain for heart health at night. This stimulant, so present in coffee, black teas, sodas, and even chocolate, acts directly on the nervous system, preventing our body from entering appropriate rest mode. When consumed close to bedtime, caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, a substance responsible for signaling the brain's need for rest. The result? A fragmented night's sleep, with periods of insomnia and low quality of rest that directly impact cardiovascular health. Scientific research shows that poorly slept nights significantly elevate cortisol levels, the stress hormone. This condition keeps the heart in a constant state of alert, raising blood pressure and overburdening the cardiovascular system. It's like keeping a car in high gear all night long, without allowing the engine to rest and recover. Experts recommend stopping caffeine consumption at least 6 hours before bedtime. But don't worry, this doesn't mean completely giving up your favorite beverage. There are fantastic alternatives that can replace this habit without sacrificing pleasure and relaxation. Calming teas emerge as true allies in this journey. Chamomile, lavender, lemon balm, and lemon verbena are extraordinary options that promote natural relaxation, aiding in preparing the body for restorative sleep. These infusions not only hydrate, but also provide calming properties that benefit the nervous system. Lemon water, natural juices, and green smoothies can be excellent substitutes for caffeinated nighttime beverages. The key is to create new rituals that prioritize self-care and sleep quality. Technology can also be a great partner in this transformation. There are apps that monitor caffeine intake, remind you of the ideal times to halt consumption, and suggest healthy alternatives. Use these tools to your advantage and transform your nighttime routine. Every conscious choice represents a direct investment in heart health. Your body thanks you when you allow it to truly rest, free from artificial stimuli that disturb natural sleep. Restorative sleep emerges as a fundamental element in protecting and maintaining cardiovascular health. Imagine your heart as a delicate machine that needs adequate rest to function perfectly. Contemporary research reveals that sleep quality is not just a luxury, but an essential biological necessity for heart well-being. Sleep disorders, such as sleep apnea, represent true silent predators of cardiovascular health. This condition, characterized by breathing pauses during sleep, overloads the heart, significantly increasing the risks of hypertension, arrhythmias, and even more severe cardiac events. Establishing a consistent sleep routine becomes a fundamental strategy. Our bodies function like precise biological clocks that crave regularity. Going to bed and waking up at the same times, even on weekends, helps synchronize metabolic and cardiovascular rhythms. The sleep environment needs to be truly a sanctuary of tranquility. Proper temperature, complete darkness, and absence of noise can make all the difference in sleep quality. Experts recommend keeping the room between 18 and 22 degrees Celsius, creating an atmosphere that invites deep relaxation. Some simple practices can enhance sleep quality. Avoid screen exposure an hour before bed. Engage in relaxing practices such as light reading or meditation, and create calming bedtime rituals to prepare the body for truly restorative rest. Technology also comes forward as an ally in this journey. Sleep monitoring devices can provide valuable insights into rest patterns, assisting in identifying possible problems and creating personalized improvement strategies. It's essential to understand that sleep is not just a period of shutting down, but an active restoration process. During those hours of rest, the body carries out cellular repairs, consolidates memories, and regulates hormonal functions essential for cardiovascular health. Each night of quality sleep represents a direct investment in longevity and well-being. Your heart appreciates it when you allow it to truly rest, away from the day-to-day turbulence. Health doesn't depend on grand gestures, but on conscious choices made daily. Identifying warning signs for heart problems represents a crucial chapter in the journey of self-care. Many people overlook subtle symptoms that may indicate serious cardiovascular impairments, especially during nighttime when the body is more vulnerable. Symptoms such as sudden shortness of breath, chest pain or discomfort, dizziness, or palpitations should not be minimized. These signs can silently arise at night, turning into real alerts from the cardiovascular system that need to be immediately investigated. Chest pain, in particular, deserves special attention. When it occurs at night, it may indicate issues such as angina, ischemia, or even the onset of a heart attack. This doesn't mean panicking, but developing a sensitive listening to one's own body. Unexplained night sweats, episodes of waking up with a tight feeling in the chest, or shortness of breath are signs that deserve urgent medical evaluation. Many people tend to rationalize these symptoms as fatigue or stress, but they may represent important alerts from the cardiovascular system. True stories demonstrate how early identification can save lives. Maria, a 52-year-old teacher, discovered an arterial obstruction after investigating nighttime episodes of chest discomfort. Her early diagnosis allowed for appropriate treatment, avoiding more severe consequences. Experts recommend keeping a symptom diary, recording the frequency, intensity, and context of any discomfort. This documentation can be extremely useful during medical consultations, aiding in precise diagnosis. Technology also emerges as an ally in this monitoring. Modern mobile devices can track heartbeats, variability, and even detect possible irregularities during sleep. These tools provide additional layers of security and understanding of cardiovascular health. The key is to combine attention, knowledge, and quick action. Your heart deserves care and respect. Every symptom is a message, a subtle call to pay attention and seek professional guidance when necessary. Cardiovascular health does not rely on heroic gestures, but on conscious decisions made daily. Listening to your body, valuing signals, and acting wisely represents the true secret to a healthy and long-lasting cardiac life. Your heart beats not just as a muscle, but as a silent guardian of your health. Every nighttime choice echoes directly in this precious organ. The path to a healthy cardiovascular life doesn't require heroic sacrifices, but rather conscious, gentle changes. Transforming habits represents an act of self-love, an investment in your longevity and well-being. Every breath, every movement, every food decision is a declaration of care. Your heart deserves to be celebrated, nourished, and respected. The journey of cardiovascular health begins with small daily gestures, filled with wisdom and self-care.